This stupid fucking loser and his dumb as rocks wife decided to go on the H3 podcast. Now, to the crew of the H3 podcast, I have something important to say. I think you are all pieces of shit. For the reason of sexism and people's view on OnlyFans and them just not liking Anissa, they want to push forward a narrative that she is actively and continually cheating on me. I briefly want to talk about the concept of being a lolcow because these fucking losers, they love the concept of like labeling someone a lolcow and then like bullying them and watching their life spiral out of control. I just happened to cry in that moment and I was like, this might be able to communicate authenticity, so I'll include it.
iDubbbz has officially responded to everybody calling him a cuck. He put out a video just about an hour ago called Coming Clean. This is the title of his new video, Coming Clean. Now, it's a very interesting thumbnail he picked for this video. If you guys don't know, a few months ago, iDubbbz's former boxing coach went on to the H3 show to expose him for all kinds of things. I'd never watched it, actually. I never watched it. I was going to cover it on stream, never got around to it. Of course, now I'm going to have to watch it. Although I think I'll be watching iDubbbz's reaction to that because it sounds even funnier. So let's pull up iDubbbz's Twitch stats right now. I'm pulling this up. Oof. Okay. So iDubbbz's Twitch stats not looking super hot. He's averaging around, let's see here, 149 viewers on some days, 158. I mean, here he got 400 or whatever when he did a chatting stream, but 116. Now today he's getting good numbers, but like he's averaging like 100 to 200 viewers and he's just playing World of Warcraft with low energy. It's crazy that he even streams this shit. I don't know why. He's trying to become a daily streamer, but he just has no charisma for it. What the hell is this?
Oh, wow. That's peak physical form.
This is what
That's literally what
1,000 years of boxing does to an MF.
Turtle's Blade has been
All right, so just
Turtle's Blade celebrates 3 months of membership, averaging DSP numbers : soy.
yeah, literally though. Like, what the fuck? Even the people that stream Snipe DSP get more numbers than him. It's crazy, bro. Can we get some more clips, by the way? Hold on. What are his top clips? Okay, I just went to his top clips of 30 days. The first thing I see is, I heard you like getting cucked. I heard you like getting cucked is his top clip of 30 days, the past 30 days. What could this possibly be?
Chat, you can help me with the next video. Are there any like rumors or criticisms, maybe rumors is a better way of describing it, but that you've heard about like Anissa and I over the years or recently even?
That's the clip. It's just him asking. It's just him asking for people to send him disgusting, terrible shit that people have said about him and his wife on the internet. That's got to be good for your mental health, right? Hey, chat. Has anybody been saying any horrible things about me? Let me know. You know, tell me about it. That's what I want to know. You know, some YouTubers, they accept fan mail. They accept donations. They accept good gifts from their audience. Games, gifted games on Steam or whatever, right? iDubbbz, he's like, guys, send me a link to the worst, most disgusting shit people are saying about me and my wife. I'd love to react to it on a video. I mean, remember bad unboxing? Like, fuck, can't we just go back to that? Do we have to really just do, like, bad rumors about me and my wife as a series? For some reason, he thinks this is the content that's really going to put him back on the map. And I mean, to be fair, he kind of needs to just embrace being a lolcow, because the views that he's getting on this channel are fucking abysmal. Are you scared of immigrants? He did a whole video about how, why do people care about immigration, dude? It's just brown people, bro. What, are you scared? That was literally the extent of like his brain power in this video. He did a video about immigration that is 20 minutes long. It didn't even hit 400K views. It was genuinely like, you could be like the biggest like bleeding heart leftist in the world, and even you could still deconstruct this video. It was so bad. It was actually terrible. He's just watching TikTok videos of people filming like shitholes. And he's like, you have a problem with this, bro? Why? What, are you scared of brown people, bro? Like, that's the extent of his engagement. In fact, we were going to cover an iDubbbz video that he did about like abortion on the RFC show like a few months ago. But I just couldn't bring myself to do it because first of all, it's like too political. I don't really like doing politics in this show. But secondly, his videos are like unwatchable, not just because they're bad, but he just has like no critical engagement with anything that he talks about. He just shows you something and then he's just like, this is bad, right, guys? Like, you can't even watch it and hate on it. It's just too difficult. You know? So his videos are just ass. But this video he put out today was pretty good. Honestly, I've just been talking a bunch. Let's just fucking watch it, dude. Let's just fucking play it. This is a video called Coming Clean, where he expects to resolve all the rumors that, no, my wife doesn't get fucked by black men. No, I'm not a cuck. It's not true. And he's going to set the record straight. So let's see how well he does at that.
I don't know if this is your own theory or...
I like that he puts a teaser for this video. Like, coming up, you're never going to expect what's going to happen here. All right? Crazy shit's going to be discussed in this video.
I don't know if this is your own theory or if it's just like implanted in your brain from all the other hate videos. There was never a bonus. I never spoke to these losers about a bonus. If you're going to be a hater-ass bitch, take it the full way. By the way, the background is a work.
All right, I'm hyped. That teaser really did its job. I'm excited to see what happens next.
In progress, so you can just tune that out. Today, I'm going to be doing the thing that everyone tells you not to do, and that is feed the trolls.
Okay. So he's coming out self-aware of the fact that he's doing something retarded. You know, hopefully this will actually work out. You're going to be the first person to respond to the trolls and do it correctly and demolish them, right?
One of the more important things that I want to talk about is my...
It's like today I'm going to be sticking a fork into the electrical socket. I know people tell me not to do this, but, you know, fuck it. Let's just try it out. See if we can do it correctly.
And that is feed the trolls. One of the more important things that I want to talk about is my relationship with Anissa. I love Anissa. I love everything about her. I've only...
Bro, how many times do you have to make a video like this and you still don't learn that this is pointless? In fact, it looks pathetic. It looks gay, dude. It just looks gay. Like, imagine you're hanging out with your bros. You're hanging out with your friends. You just show up or whatever, right? You know, they're drinking beers. They're playing Smash Bros. Or they're just talking shit. Who knows, right? And you just show up and you're just like, guys, I love my girlfriend. Oh, she makes me feel whole. They're going to call you gay. They're going to shit on you or whatever the fuck, right? And then you're going to act surprised. You'll be like, what? Why are you guys calling me gay? Like, isn't it normal to love your wife? And like, why are you guys calling me gay? I don't get it, guys. I don't understand. What's wrong? What did I say that's wrong? You sound fucking gay, dude. That's how people should treat the internet. Okay? People should treat the internet as if you're around a circle of guys that you don't want them to think you're a complete loser, gay guy. So you shouldn't open up a video like this or whatever, right? What is the point of it? Who is this addressing?
About is my relationship with Anissa. I love Anissa. I love everything about her. I've only grown to love her more with time.
Okay.
And a lot of people online don't see it that way. For me, it's very obvious. I thought more...
Now, hold on now.
And a lot of people online don't see it that way. For me, it's very obvious.
I just love that he scrolls through every hate video. He's like, a lot of people don't see it that way. They don't see me as somebody that truly loves my wife. Yeah, dude. That's what they're complaining about. Every video that makes fun of you on the internet, every video that responds to you, every video that destroys you, their thesis is that you don't actually love your wife. And you're here to set the record straight and tell them, actually, I do love my wife, and I've only grown to love her more with time. That's what you need to respond to, of course, because that's why people are making those videos. Oh, Pedo Troll's in the chat. What's up, H3?
He's cuked. Wow.
Yo, shout out to Pedo Troll. Listen, I'm back in the H3 train. As soon as I saw Pedo Troll was an H3 account, I'm back on Team Ethan. I'm sorry, dude. That's awesome. We need more pedo trolls in our world.
Yes, I thought more people would be able to catch on. I am quiet, stoic, not talkative. She is the opposite of that. She is loud, very talkative, social. People struggle to understand that dynamic, I think, especially me being a person who has made a career of talking online. So yes, Anissa will oftentimes, like in many relationships, be the more talkative one. We've been together for nearly 10 years and...
Dude. Can somebody just stop this guy? Like, how dumb, how low does your IQ have to be to upload a video like this? Nobody is upset at you because you are quiet and stoic and your wife is talkative and social. What is he doing here? Who allows him to even upload this? Like, literally, how low does your IQ have to be to make a video like this? Like, shouldn't you have recorded that take and just been like, what the fuck am I doing? You know, let me go back to making monkey ball videos. Like, this is not something I should upload.
All of relationships, be the more talkative one. We've been together for nearly 10 years and all of it has been online for the public to see. And there are still people accusing her of cheating, accusing me of being in an abusive relationship. None of this is true.
Wait, what is that video he shows? Hold on.
Cheating, accusing me of being in an abusive...
Anissa Joma abusing iDubbbz for over 6 minutes straight. 200,000 views.
Nice celebrates 32 months of membership.
All right, if this many people think you're getting abused, you're getting abused, bro. There's no way. Come on now.
Abusive relationship. None of this is true. And there is...
Can we watch that? What is this video? Anissa Joma abusing iDubbbz for 6 minutes. What is this?
If you can, I just want to ask him if you've always been shitting your pants.
Oh,
No.
Because since I've known you, you've always had like IBS. You've always been shitting yourself.
Yeah, well...
by the way, I saw Papa Gut react to that clip. Like, this is like from a year ago, whatever, right? I saw Papa Gut react to that clip and he was just like, so what? You know, he has a medical issue. It's normal for your wife to talk about that. No. Actually, no. If your wife is on the air in front of thousands of people telling you that you shit your fucking pants all the time, you shit your brains out, why is that personal information that needs to be disclosed? It's not some wholesome like, oh, haha, my wife is just talking about me, lol.
When I'm in a humiliation competition and my opponents are Ian and Josh. Also, he's not stoic. He's an estrogenic
Yeah,
target.
that is true. Like, I love how he words himself. Like, I'm a stoic, quiet-minded individual. It's like, bro, you're fucking autistic as fuck. You're retarded. You're not stoic. Being stoic and timid and gay and unconfident, you know, that's not being stoic, okay? That's just being unconfident and quiet and stupid.
What? I said, do you know what Ian would make?
Oh, there's Chris Raygun, one of the guys that she used to simp for, I believe. Might be making that up. I think that was a rumor.
What do you mean? Like, what he would be good at? What? You know those, like... I'm curious to know. You know, like in Aladdin, you know, Apu, the like little monkey dude who dances on the street for money. You think? Okay, so you've gone from Chris, your girlfriend would make a great porn star. You know what my boyfriend would make? A great monkey.
She's talking about iDubbbz being a monkey. Come on, dude.
Papa Gunt is too soy-brained for this. He was reacting earlier and was...
Does he like this video? I'm gonna have to watch that. Does he actually like this video? That's crazy.
That dances on the side of the road in third world countries for minor attention and possibly food.
So she's humiliating her boyfriend to another man that she's sexually interested in.
This causes me pain. This one.
Ian 2 years ago was like a stick.
Yeah, no.
And I was like,
I weighed more than Ian two years ago.
yeah, that's...
But like also when he started fighting for the first time, his head, it was like a chicken, and he would like move his body but not his head. So he would do like a lot of this, and the coach would be like, no, move your head, and Ian would be like... Because I really liked it. It was kind of cute. It was endearing.
It's like a baby chicken.
She's just calling him pathetic.
It's gonna grow. So comparing how much you've grown.
Look at his posture, like how he's sitting there.
Yeah, you're a big one.
Yeah, I'm big.
He just looks so tiny.
I do agree that Ian isn't abused in the traditional sense since it's a fetish brought to the public without context and we are supposed to
Yeah, I mean, iDubbbz is gonna sit there and like be a smartass and be like, you think Anise is abusing me? I'm not abused. I'm happy. And it's like, yeah, the fact that you have deluded yourself into thinking you're happy here when she's just consistently humiliated. And I don't even care, okay? Like, this is the thing, right? iDubbbz also conflates the fact that, like, so many people are so obsessed with my relationship. I'm a happy person. She's a happy person. Why does the internet have a say in this? Like, why do they care? I could give a fuck less about your relationship. This is not something that I consistently think about. And most people that make fun of you probably don't consistently think about this. But we see it for what it is, and it's pathetic.
Everybody say thank you to PPP and AugieRFC. The fat man and the cokehead have blessed us once again. The content never stops.
Yeah, I mean, PPP and Andy won, like, so hard here. I mean, they got under his skin. They got him to make a whole entire video about them on his main channel. I mean, that's just crazy, right? I mean, they cover crazy stuff about iDubbbz. Like, it's so funny. And again, addressing PPP and Andy Worski is just a losing situation. You know? I mean, I don't think they're, like, trolls by any mean, but, like, they're funny. And they're not like commentary channels where they're making like serious arguments or taking it seriously or whatever the fuck, right? They're just mocking you and calling you pathetic and gay. What could you possibly say to convince them otherwise of that? It's just a waste of time, right? And it's like iDubbbz just gonna sit here and play coy and pretend like people can't just make observational comments about him and observational humor. They have to be obsessed with him, or they have to be conspiracy theorists, like, oh, they think that I'm unhappy or whatever when I'm not, or something like that. It's like, no, they're just mocking you because you look pathetic. It's that simple, right? If you truly didn't care, you wouldn't even notice it, really. Or if you did, you just wouldn't even think about it. But you do care. Why are you trying to fight it? It's just a pointless battle. Why do you keep making, how many videos has he done that are like this, by the way? Like these coming clean, apology, addressing the allegation videos. Let me think about this for a second, right? He did a bunch in 2023, right? Where was it? So he did, I think the first time he addressed this was addressing the Froggy Fresh drama. I miss the old iDubbbz, the harsh reality of creator clash. And then he took a break for a while. He addressed a lot of it in Content Cop. Concern trolling, I never watched this video. I don't know if this is like an addressing the haters video. And then now he's got his coming clean video out. So at least like 5, I mean, his OnlyFans videos, that's 6. Yeah, that's true. So he's done this like 6 or 7 times. These videos like made to like stomp out the rumors. There's no rumors, bro. It's just people pointing and laughing. That's not rumors. You can't get away from this.
She's telling you how 170.
A man who is happy doesn't need the world to know he's happy. He's just happy.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, he has no direction for his content. That's the problem, right? I mean, he was trying to do like, you know, gimmicky sort of, I guess what I'd imagine Anthony Padilla content looks like or something. You know, with the whole like, oh, I'm going to make a video about strip malls. I'm going to make a video about monkey ball. I'm going to make a video about Chex Mix. You know, he tried to do these like gimmicky, like, you know, harmless, like controversial list videos. And then he switched to BreadTube. He's doing politics for a while. And now he just has no direction. So what he's going to do, what do people do when they have no direction for their content? They talk about themselves. And that's how they become lolcows. They just tell too much shit about themselves. So he's doing these videos about immigrants, H3. What else is he doing? Abortion. Who the fuck wants to watch an iDubbbz video about politics? It's so insane to me. Anyway, let's get back into this.
I mean, yeah, 140. Yeah. Very skinny. Yeah, I never had, yeah. I think it's always a little bit emasculating when you're boxing someone who has more boxing experience than you.
No, Mr. iDubbbz. You hurt me. You hurt me, iDubbbz. No, Mr. iDubbbz is too loud.
Oh yeah, he said that after Sam Hyde and him sparred for a bit.
Dude has done this for almost a decade and can't understand losers online love to make fun of other losers online. Ian is such a dumbass.
Yeah, and he's gonna try to rationalize that in the new video, and it sucks so much ass. By the way, to that point that he just made, like, it's so emasculating getting beaten up by somebody who's better at you than boxing. That just tells you right there, his whole sense of, like, masculinity is so fucked up and screwed up, right? Why is it emasculating to lose to somebody who's more experienced in something? No, that's actually one of, like, the more base things that you do.
Haxmarian has become a channel member. Haxmarian celebrates 8 months of membership. God, not again. Is he really posting his L's again? At least we can be bees.
Thank you for that, Haxmarian. Yeah, it's like, what are you talking about? Like, even like when he's trying to sit there and address something that he does feel is emasculating, he picks like the wrong thing. Fighting somebody who's more experienced than you, like willing to get beat up and learn from that and train from that, right? That's actually one of the rare base things you can do as a man. It's brave. It's, you know, I mean, the best people learn from, you know, people that are better than them. You know, the most successful people in the world shut up and listen, right? Or shut up and get beat up or outclassed or outpaced by somebody better than them so that they can learn and advance themselves. So even that comment right there is like stupid. Like when he's trying to sit there and say like, oh, I got beat up by somebody that's better than me. I feel so emasculated. Why? That should be like one of the rare moments where you can sit back and be like, oh, I fought somebody that's stronger than me. That's actually base. That takes a lot of courage.
People and forcing them to respond only to be logged in the worst way possible. Don't do drugs.
Yeah. And literally made his bread and butter off of A-logging people and forcing them to respond only to be A-logged in the worst way possible. Yeah, literally. It's so crazy.
I
am here with iDubbbz. iDubbbz, it was an absolutely hell of a fight.
By the way, Haxmarian, thank you for the 5 gifted. That's insane, bro. I didn't even notice that at first. Thank you for the 5 gifted, bro.
What would you like to say to all your fans and supporters that were rooting for you here today?
I don't know. This shit's hard.
Dude, the interviewer like patting him on the back, giving him comfort.
Yeah, I really appreciate everyone. You know, I know I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but I really do appreciate the support, and you know, thank you for coming.
What were the thoughts going through your head when Ian started crying? Please be honest.
I mean, that wasn't I didn't think too much of that. I mean, it's probably, you don't really have to be a bitch to start crying in that situation. I wasn't like, oh, he's crying, oh my God.
Even Sam Hyde's comforting him.
Like, this kid just took so much head damage for nothing because his bitch girlfriend made him do it. And it made me sad.
Made me sad, bro. What the fuck?
Coughing in the morning, and I filmed it because I thought we were going to do a documentary.
The bully actually feels bad for him now. Yeah, literally. Like Jet Neptune's like setting him up to get an easy dunk, and even Sam's just like, I don't know about this one.
So I like filmed him coughing in the shower. All night he was coughing. I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be so bad. He also had fractured shins, but like you can fight on fractured shins, but you couldn't be as bouncy. But we found that out.
People are going to be saying excuses,
Yeah, I know,
excuses
I know,
for the
I know.
fight from a year ago.
Yeah, from a year ago.
Let me just add, he still would have lost to Dr. Mike even if he could breathe.
What? The fuck is wrong with you, bitch? What? Why are you saying this? Even if you really think this, why would you say that? What? What the fuck? That is just like blatantly disrespectful. And I'm just gonna sit here and be like, oh, what are you, an insecure pussy who can't handle that? No. I'm sorry, dude. Like, under no circumstances what she just said okay to say to your man in a fucking, I don't know what this is, like a televised interview or some shit. Well, this is Twitch. This is like Twitch interview. I don't know. Still, like, what the fuck?
People are going to be saying excuses,
Yeah,
excuses
I know.
for the fight from a year ago.
Yeah, from a year ago.
Let me just add, he
Let me just add, I gotta get this off my chest. I have to say this.
still would have lost to Dr. Mike even if he could breathe and didn't have fractured shins.
Start making money again. So
Maybe
Yeah.
explain why you cried, because I feel like people might be kind of curious.
Well, now she is on H3. Explain, talking to her man, being like, explain why you cried on TV. Not explain how the night was. Explain, how emotional things were. There's better ways to phrase that question, but no, she picks like, explain why you cried like a little bitch on TV. Talk about that. Putting iDubbbz on the spot.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, someone said
Jump scare.
pick 3 words to describe your fashion, and that's like how you can like work on your fashion. So you like whatever 3 words work for you. So for Ian, for example, like I would say trashy or trailer park would be one. Like untucked or like a bit unorganized and like simple, right?
white.
Well, that goes
White? Hold on. This whole segment is crazy to me.
I feel like
What
people
the fuck?
might be kind of curious.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, someone said
Jump scare.
pick 3 words to describe your fashion, and that's like how you can like work on your fashion. So you like whatever 3 words work for you. So for Ian, for example, like I would say
Pick 3 words to describe Ian's fashion.
trashy or trailer park.
Trashy
would be
trailer park.
one. Like untucked or like a bit unorganized and
Not a positive thing to say.
like simple, right?
White.
Simple. And then he adds to the humiliation. White. What? See, this is why I'm vindicated on the plaid question. Okay, the PQ. In fact, today's like the one day I haven't been wearing plaid this week. I fucked up. White people really got to reclaim clothing, okay? Like, what the fuck are we doing? We got to start dressing like it's 1950 time to go to church.
Damn, that female is fine.
Thank you for that, Will. I'm just saying, all right? I'm on the winning side of history here.
Well, that goes with trailer trash.
Okay.
But like, there's 3 descriptors that he kind of always likes to follow. He likes
Also, what business does she have calling them trailer trash and garbage or whatever with those tattoos?
It's
What?
a bit unkempt looking, but it's simple. He keeps it pretty simple. He'll have like one statement piece, maybe like that shirt. And it always has the theme of like trailer park or kind of just like, that's
Do you
his vibe.
identify with the trailer parks, Ian?
Yeah.
Even Ethan Klein is like 1,000 times the man that iDubbbz wishes he could be. Think about that. Ethan Klein.
Crazy one.
What the hell is this?
Is that her last name?
He's taken her last name.
The Wikipedia.
They married in June, with iDubbbz' last name changed from Washburn to Joma. My brother, oh man.
Man, I want to chat right now.
He is deeply in pain.
Hey everyone, it's your boy, Olabi, and
Where's the suit?
Yeah, I gotta get one, dude. I gotta practice what I preach. What the fuck is this guy?
as you can see, Ian took Anissa's last name. Would you like to know the reason? Here's a hint. It's not very...
Is this the guy who made the compilation? Wow. W Avatar, bro. This is the bull? What? This is the guy that made the compilation. He had to get his 2 cents in here before the video ends. Okay.
Anissa's last name. Would you like to know the reason? Here's a hint. It's not a very good reason.
Not that it matters, but the only reason why we chose my name over his last name is because his last name is like just objectively ugly. It's just like an ugly last name. Like,
wow. Wow. Okay. Okay, bitch. Just tell us how you really feel. Shit.
Washburn sounds horrendous.
Washburn? Your name is Joma.
Like Anissa Washburn definitely stormed the Capitol. That's how that went.
What? Oh my god, dude, she has to word it in like the most gay way too. Washburn sounds like a Capitol rioter. Really?
But like, I feel like, I don't know. That's like, to me, Anissa Washburn sounds bad. I mean,
okay.
There's like some days where I ask Ian, like, have I ruined your life?
Yes.
What the fuck? Okay. So iDubbbz shows us this video.
Accusing me of being in an abusive relationship.
We watched the 6 minutes, okay? One in chat if this relationship is abusive. All right? One in chat. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'm gonna check the ones, okay? I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We're back, all right? So let me check the chat real quick. How many ones was that? Yeah, everyone agrees. Everyone fucking agrees. Dude, this video is insane. We gotta fucking watch this. Somebody in chat says, did you wash your hands? Yes. Dude, can I just be real chat for a moment, bro? I was doing my Willie Mac show response stream. I had to take a bathroom break and I came back. I'm in the middle of like ranting, defending myself, bro. And the whole chat for like 3 minutes straight is like, he didn't wash his hands. And I was just sitting there. I was just like having to have a straight face or whatever, right? Because like, I'm serious. I'm mad. I'm angry. I'm having to respond to Willie Mac and clear my name of all of these crimes and shit. And the whole chat, meanwhile, was just calling me a dirty piece of shit. Saying I didn't wash my hands. And I was like, if I break character for a second, it's over. This stream just loses all legitimacy if I just break character. Literally raped by chat. Yeah.
Member, Teaching Turtles celebrates 5 months of membership. Mr. ApeXP. Troll collab win.
Mr. Rape X Pedo Troll collab went. Yeah, dude. That's why I liked H3 now. I got that Mr. Rape energy, you know? Pedo Troll, Mr. Rape could do great things together. Yeah, no, dead ass. Like, like the whole time I was doing that Willie Mac show stream for like 3 minutes, I was just spam, like literally 1,000 people just spamming the same message. You didn't wash your hands. And I'm just like, really?
Gamer Night 87 celebrates 49 months of membership. Be Anissa partner for a year or be Bo Blacks during 111. What are you choosing?
Bo Blacks during 111. Easy. Actually, Anissa partner. What the fuck? Well, Anissa's partner or Anissa the partner? I'd rather be Bo Blacks. I would rather. Bro, is this a bad take? Hold on 1 second.
Star of David emoji from the Mossad. Keep up the good
Yo,
work.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that, bro. Okay. Hear me out, guys. This might be a bad take, but like, I think I'd rather be Bo Blacks flicking my fucking beanstalk in a dress than be iDubbbz tortured and cucked. At least Bo Blacks, I could buy that Bo Blacks is having more fun than iDubbbz. Both of them are lying and delusional and lying to themselves, but I can buy it more from Bo Blacks than iDubbbz.
Nick always talks about how Anissa didn't ruin iDubbbz.
Is that a bad take?
But I do think she contributed significantly to his downfall. He might have been a loser before her, but she destroyed his self-confidence.
I mean, obviously it's iDubbbz's fault. Here's the thing, right? Like, a woman can bring you down, but you have to let a woman bring you down. So it's still technically your fault, right? A woman can't just, like, you know, she can't, it's not like Mario Odyssey where she can just consume your body and control you. No, you still have to let her do that. So it's still his fault.
Gave them everything they wanted, W.
The casino one gave them everything they wanted. Yeah, facts. Man, what is 2025? 2025 is the year of everybody just making like the worst fucking videos, just feeding the trolls. You know, we have this video right here. A certain video that came out last month. You know, H3's whole channel is just responding to the trolls every day. I don't know. It's crazy. All right, let's get back into this video right here.
None of this is true, and there is no evidence for any of this except, like, I guess body language experts coming on and being like, iDubbbz is being stoic here, therefore he's in hell.
Okay, hang on.
Has Nick told Augie he's not allowed to talk about Willie? No, that's not true. I just listen, all right? I don't want to drag it out. I don't want to be that guy and just, you know, fucking talk shit about him for like the next 8 months. Okay, I really don't want to be that guy. But I won't lie, it's pretty fucking hard not to sometimes, dude. I just don't want to be... I hate war. I'm not a war guy. Genuinely, like, I like covering people that are, like, way above or below me. People that I never have to engage with. When I have to engage with people, like, on my level, I don't like it. It feels like I could always lose, you know? No, I'm just kidding. But, like, dude, I don't know, man. I'm not a big war guy, okay? So, but I will sneak my little shots, you know what I mean? I'll be sneaky and tribish about it, you know?
Like, iDubbbz is being stoic here, therefore he's in hell.
Okay, hang on. Watch the change there. Watch the change.
Okay, so the moment that I was watching this video, right? When I saw him play Kino Casino clips, boy, did I know that this was just gonna be the worst video of all time. And I love, by the way, can we just all take a moment just to celebrate together and just be like, finally, a YouTube drama in 2025 that doesn't involve politics. No more talk about fucking shitty ass, stupid ass fucking Israel. Okay? Finally, we can move on and we can get back to doing what we're doing, what this whole thing should be about. Making fun of people that are below us and above us. Way above us. Okay? Finally, another fucking drama. One of the rare dramas this year where I don't have to talk about a stupid fucking sand conflict. I'm so sick of it, dude. I'm actually genuinely so amazed we get to talk about Ethan Klein. I would love Ethan Hassan Destiny. I would love the EHD drama cycle so much if it didn't involve this stupid fucking sand war that's never gonna fucking end. It's never gonna end. Genuinely.
It's like Ian woke up and asked himself, how can I make everyone who hates me a lot of money today?
Facts. And if you want to really... Guys, little fun known fact. If you guys really want to make Ethan cry, send me personally money right now. He'll cry. Trust me, he will. Anytime a donation is sent in this channel, he gets notified of it and he cries. Trust me. But no, dude, seriously, like, talking for real for a second, I'm so glad we don't have to talk about stupid fucking People ask me, like, Augie, where did you go? Where have you been? You know why I fucking hate drama now? Genuinely, I hate drama content. It's because it's all political. I'm not here to talk about politics. Leave that to Nick Fuentes. I'm not trying to do that. Fuck politics, you know?
I don't know what the fuck that was. I have never gotten...
Look at Ian in this moment. Oh my God.
Like, he looks sad. No, he is disgusted at her. He's depressed. He's so disgusted.
You say it's to make Ethan cry, but we all know it's for rent.
Okay. We don't have to talk about that, all right?
Working on...
He looks disgusted with this.
He looks so uncomfortable. He's like, should I be here? He looks so uncomfortable. Look at this guy's body language. He doesn't want to be there.
Look how miserable he looks. Dude, he looks miserable.
Sensitive
Dude,
society.
He looks like he wants to...
Hey, I'm gonna get hate for this in my chat because you guys probably hate slop tubers or whatever. I love sensitive society. You know what I learned? I was on the phone with Dumpy the other day, right? Dude. Yo, thank you for that.
Cry, Ethan, cry your Jewish
Whoa! It doesn't have. We don't have to make this about race. Like, wow, what are we doing here? But thank you for the $5. I'm gonna get hate for this, right? Because I was on the phone with Dumpy the other day, right? And Dumpy was telling me, he's like, dude, Sensitive Society uploads a video every day on Ethan Hassan Destiny drama. And I was like, wait, what? He does? I didn't know that. I don't watch his channel. And he's like, yeah. He just takes all of the arguments from Twitter, regurgitates them into a slot video that gets 100,000 views, makes money from it, and he doesn't get involved in the discourse. He's not sitting there on fucking Twitter fighting every day about it. He's not sitting there spurging or engaging with people that even disagree with him. He just takes all of the arguments from Twitter, regurgitates them into a YouTube video. He doesn't give a fuck about the drama. He doesn't give a fuck about the discourse or the disagreements people might have with his coverage. He just takes it, puts it on his channel, makes money from it, and logs off. It's incredible. And I actually gained so much respect for him because I'm like, yes, that is how it's supposed to be done, right? Upload your low IQ slop. Don't pretend like it's anything beyond that. Acknowledge and admit that that's what you're doing. Make fucking money. Log off and win and do a bunch of drugs, you know? And then wake up the next day and do it again. There you go. Honestly, no YouTuber should have a Twitter account. Twitter is like the biggest sinkhole waste of fucking time. I wish I could delete my Twitter, but I have 20,000 followers. It'd be stupid to delete it. But at the same time, it's also just like a complete waste. He's not going on streams fighting about it, you know? He's just sitting there cashing his check like a real YouTuber. The true Leafy's here spirit, right? That's what you're supposed to do.
Kill himself.
I mean, I kind of want to kill myself.
Whoa, hold on.
Language. He doesn't want to be there.
Look how miserable he looks. Dude, he looks miserable. Dude, he looks like he wants to kill himself.
I mean, I kind of want to kill myself now.
Yes, watching a bunch of videos where people are telling you that you look like shit might make you want to kill yourself. Don't do it. Why? Why engage with this, bro? Why engage with people shitting on you like this? What could you possibly say that's going to convince the internet, I'm actually really happy? Oh, wait, iDubbbz is happy? Holy shit. Damn, he said he's happy. I guess fuck, you know? There we go.
Oh, okay, so they're not a fan of the resting bitch face. All right, well, I'm not going to smile all the time, fellas. And even when I smile, you guys still...
He's defending how often he smiles. That is the level that we're at right now. He's uploading a main channel video where in the first 2 minutes, his main point is, actually, I smile sometimes. Just not this time. Why are you making fun of me?
Like, contort it into he's so uncomfortable or he's smiling through the pain.
Burn.
Oh, he's so uncomfortable. And
No.
he's smiling on his face.
What?
But inside his eyes, you can see his pain.
iDubbbz. They're making fun of you, bro. That's it. They're making fun of you. You can't just be like, you're making fun of me saying that I look like shit. Actually, I look great.
For some reason, well, not for some reason, for the reason of sexism and people's view on OnlyFans.
Sexism? We're still doing this? It's 2025, bro. Everyone's racist, dude. Wake up. Everyone's racist now. We're not doing this sexism leftist LARP. Leftists fucking stink now, okay? Don't you know that? Readjust your grift back to the right, and that's when you'll find true happiness, okay? Ride the waves, bro. We're all racist now, bro.
And them just not liking Anissa, they want to push forward a narrative that she is actively and continually cheating on me. And if you listen to freaks like this guy I'm about to show...
PPP? Oh, no. Oh, no, dude.
It makes sense why. They are obsessed.
Anissa wants to have...
They're not obsessed. They're making money. Do you think any of these people you've shown think about you at all in their private life? They're not obsessed. They cover you consistently because you consistently bring them thousands of fucking dollars every day when they talk about you. That's why they're obsessed. They're not really obsessed with you. They cover you because you're an easy target. And you make them tons of money like you're doing right now with this video. All this video has done is just made you more miserable and them more money. Don't you realize that? Don't you get that? I mean, fuck, why do I have to explain this to you? Dude, I'm a fucking retard. Why do I have to explain this to you? How old is this guy again? He's 30? And the thing is, he used to know about this shit. I'm like obsessed with this concept of like YouTubers that forget how YouTube works. They get 7 million subs mocking people when they're at their lowest. They get 7 million subs making fun of people, mocking them, shitting them, berating them when they're at their lowest point. And then they get trolls remorse and suddenly they unlearn everything they've ever learned about the internet. And they're like, wait, why are you doing this? Because it makes them fucking money, bro. That's why.
Sex into having sex with Anissa. I think he wants to bang Anissa. Anissa was horny and wanted to have sex with.
Actually, Anissa wasn't horny. She's not horny for other men. She's only horny for me, actually.
This therapist, well, Anissa figured herself to it.
Yep. Do you think that makes her pussy wet?
Buddy, was she getting plowed?
Dude, I fucking love Andy, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
What we're describing here is two grown men who are fantasizing about a stranger.
They're not fantasizing, bro. They're making content. They're entertaining. They're entertainers. They're saying crazy shit for laughs.
And his wife and what they do in the bedroom or don't do in the bedroom. That is creepy, weirdo shit.
Bro, come on, dude. What the fuck?
He does needs to understand actions speak louder than words, and the actions Tyrone stretching out Anissa speaks at shotgun level noise. And BTW Ethan Clean is so foul smelling I wouldn't want him turned into soap. Epic Casino.
Bro, that donation that somebody just sent, iDubbbz would hear that shit and he'd be like, you're so obsessed. You're thinking about Anissa getting stretched out? Holy fuck, you're so creepy. No, it's just some guy making a joke. I mean, is it a creepy I guess it's a creepy joke, but it's like, fuck. Did you just figure out that people say unhinged shit for like dopamine and laughs and reactions or whatever? Or in this case, in the Kino Casino's case, for money? That's what they do.
And here we have iDubbbz with the bull, folks. There's iDubbbz with the bull.
He's using sexualized terms to describe a
man has so little self-respect. Smiley face emoji.
What the
fuck?
Smiley
face emoji. Smiley
Bro.
face emoji.
How does someone have so little self-respect? I don't know, dude. How do you get to this stage? They're using a picture of me and my dog and describing a sexual scenario with my dog. Isn't that creepy? Bro. What happened to this guy, bro?
iDubbbz with the bull.
How is he so brain dead?
Ian playing Kino clips and calling them freaks is like trying to kill the big fire monster with fire magic. Like, stop, bro, you're making them stronger.
Dude.
He's using sexualized terms.
Dude, iDubbbz would see like a group of guys playing like D&D, and he'd be like, look at these weirdo freaks. They're playing, they're role playing, and they're playing a game for entertainment. What a bunch of weirdos or whatever, right? No.
To describe a picture of me and my dog. And what are we doing? So many people will tell Anissa and I of just like, don't feed into the hate. And it's like, okay, we're going to post some normal stuff. Anissa posts just me with a picture of my dog, and this is the type of commentary we get about it.
iDubbbz with the bull. Gorgeous Gabe Plowder in the back room of the salon. 3-hour bukkake session with all of the male stylists.
If you're curious about the hairdresser these guys are talking about, I will point you to my disgraced boxing coach, Michael Briggs. For some reason, this stupid fucking loser and his dumb as rocks wife decided to go on the H3 podcast. They already
talking shit about another man's wife? Come on.
Their guts. They were getting paid like $5,000 to go on this podcast.
I'm going to be sending...
Wait, H3 paid them?
You guys $5,000 for the bonus that you never got.
I think they were maybe afraid that they wouldn't get the money if they didn't thoroughly trash us.
I thought iDubbbz was fine with others fantasizing about his wife during the stuff. I guess it's not fine now, LMFAO.
Yeah, didn't he say that in like the OnlyFans video like 5 years ago? He's like, what normal people do is they make jokes, right? Jokes are fine. What I have a problem with is people thinking that I'm some sort of e-daddy figure or something like that, right? Like, didn't he like make that clarification that like jokes are normal and expected and fine or whatever? Obviously, he's not okay with that.
So then,
and I mean, to be fair, who would be okay with this, right? That's just why you don't fucking engage with this shit. You know, people are gonna say whatever the fuck they want, right? The second you enter their game and you try to be like moral or literal with it, you try to sit there and pretend like, actually what you're doing is really gross and creepy. You've already lost. It just doesn't work like that.
maybe thinking that they weren't trashing us hard enough, Michael Briggs decided to invoke the name of one of his presumably friends and say that Anissa was like thirsting after him.
She definitely had a big crush on one of the guys that would come in and spar with them, because anytime they would spar, she would just be super into it and watch every moment. Yeah, even if he would like beat Ian up, she'd be very into it.
What?
Him in all that he would say that about his coach and his wife. Jaw on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, it's just he's going after a man's wife. I mean, that's just low behavior, right? That's just low behavior. I really got to know what Papa Gut said about this, right? Did Papa Gut watch this and be like, wow, that is creepy? Like, really? Who's falling for this shit? Who's falling for this shit, bro?
For whatever it's worth.
By the way, that story of that Anissa gets turned on by a bigger man, a bigger, stronger man beating up her husband. I believe that. First of all, it's biological, but second of all, Anissa's literally, we played clips of it already on this show, like that whole like Anissa abusing iDubbbz compilation. She literally talks about how iDubbbz is like a timid boxer. He doesn't know what he's doing, almost taking glee and celebration and even sharing that detail with everybody, right? So it's like, yeah, I mean, I believe that, but of course iDubbbz can deny it because it's not like he has any proof or like receipts of like Anissa like texting him being like, oh man, gorgeous Gabe, holy fuck, you know, I got so turned on by watching it. Like, she's not gonna say that, but I mean, do we believe that? Probably happened.
Yeah.
Anissa clearly has no respect for him, you know? She likes referring to iDubbbz as this cucked and humiliated guy. Not her strong man that stands beside her, you know, not her partner, but her little simp, loyal soy boy cuck that's weak. She likes expressing it almost in those terms exactly. So it's like, yeah, we believe that. Yeah, we're just incels, though. If you point out the obvious, you're an incel.
It isn't creepy, it's when your wife does of. Also, let's make a poll. Augie, who is gonna Ronnie McNutt first?
No.
Destiny, iDubbbz, or Bob Lax? Let's pin this and start the Lolcow Deadpool.
No, don't do that at all.
AugieRFC for life W.
No, we don't want anyone to die. Come on now, let's... No. But, you know, iDubbbz is going to sit here and act like people that are making jokes or just basic observations. They're creepy incels who are fantasizing about sexual situations about him and his wife. It's like, no, they're making jokes and brutal observational humor. I'm not saying he has to like it, but that's why you don't engage with it at all, right?
You know what I just realized? Ian and Anissa might have watched all 100 Kino Casino videos to get these clips.
That's a good point.
Unless he reads his farm's thread.
How many Kino Casino episodes did iDubbbz have to watch to even know that they were saying this stuff about him? Obviously, he had to watch something. And even if he's just watching the clips that people post on Twitter or on Kiwi Farms, he's reading negative shit about himself and regurgitating it to his audience to try to like own them and to be like, look at how disgusting they are. All this is doing is just forcing you to engage with content that is negative about you. The smartest thing a content creator can do is just never watch anything that's negatively made about them. But no, he can't help himself. In fact, he asked his chat, he asked his audience, as we saw in that Twitch clip when we first started the stream, he's asking people, send me all of the bad things people say about me. Show it to me. I want to see it so that I can debunk it on my channel. It's just a waste of time. You're just beating yourself up mentally for no reason. It's just terrible. Thank you for the membership. 2 months.
Joe Mega has become a channel member. Joe Mega celebrates 2 months of membership. Ian should be legally barred from calling any other man's wife unintelligent.
Yeah, for real though.
Yeah, even if he would like beat Ian up, she'd be very into it.
For whatever it's worth, every time Michael Briggs, my disgraced boxing coach, would reference...
Why is he a disgraced boxing coach? Does he like lose his ability to like train people? Was he kicked out of some sort of boxing association? Why is he disgraced? Because he disgraces you?
Gabe, he would always refer to him as Gorgeous Gabe. He couldn't help but refer to him as Gorgeous Gabe on the podcast.
I would call him Gorgeous Gabe.
He's a beautiful guy.
Yeah, he's a beautiful.
Okay, that's a little gay. I mean, to be fair. Calling another man Gorgeous Gabe.
Damn it, Augie. Get the mic out of your mouth if you're gonna chew gum, you nigga.
Okay, chill the fuck out, bro. Can you hear me chewing on gum? Is that bad? Oops. I'm not very good with audio.
Ex-child bride beat UW and wanted them to spread word of that law in Washington and they ignored her.
What is that? Ex-child bride, by the way, and wanted them to spread the word of that law in Washington and they ignored her. Oh yeah, wasn't she on this podcast to talk about her getting like trafficked or something like that, right? And he's sitting here insulting her. I can hear every lip smack. I'll spit it out if it's that bad. I didn't know it was gonna be picked up, bro. I redid my mic settings. Are they good, by the way?
My husband would, redacted, me if I ever spoke about him publicly the way Anissa does Ian. Also, what woman would want to embarrass herself by describing the man she picked as a loser? Weird all around.
Yeah. It doesn't sound too different. Well, fuck. I have to work on that then.
He's a bit, yeah, he's got tattoos, he's large, he's tan.
I don't call him that. My wife doesn't call him that. If you have some unresolved sexual tension or fantasies, whatever the fuck it is, you need to keep that shit to yourself and not project it onto other people. I wish the best to Gabe. Michael Briggs, on the other hand, absolute fucking creep weirdo. Now, I know a lot of this is very grotesque and obsessive. I would prefer if people didn't talk about me and my wife or other people in this way. I briefly want to talk about the concept of being a lolcow because these fucking...
This is going to go well.
Losers, they love the concept of like labeling someone a lolcow and then like bullying them and watching their life spiral out of control. They won't, you know, say as much. They'll just be like, yeah, we just do it for laughs. The whole thing's entertainment. It's just just innocent guys just having a laugh. Thankfully, Anissa and I are in a much safer and privileged position than many other people who are the targets of guys like this who want to bully them into submission. So now I want to look at two different clips from these guys. There is the fat one and his cohort who are listening to Anissa describe like essentially having a hard time online, seeing people mock and make fun of her dad with Alzheimer's.
They were laughing at my dad for getting sick on some of these forums.
What did you think? What did you think? Because you shared it online?
Yeah.
I mean, like that's what people are gonna do because they want to get a reaction out of you.
Yeah.
I don't think they probably even really believe the stuff that they're saying, but they know because it's extreme and like edgy that it will cause you mentally spiral like this. So that's why they do it. And you're telling them that it affects you. So guess what? They're gonna keep doing it. This is how the internet works.
I mean, yeah, why would you share personal details like that, right? Why would you do that? You know, like why go on a podcast and even talk about any situation that's involving your husband, your boyfriend, your dad? Obviously, it's going to have two effects. One, the people that like you are going to feel sympathy for you and they're going to be like, damn, that really sucks. They're going to maybe provide like a little bit of emotional support, but that's not really something you should be looking for on the internet. But on the other hand, people that hate you are just going to weaponize it against you. So what is PPP saying here that's really that crazy?
It shouldn't be, but that's how it is.
The whole time, he is not saying that he is a perpetrator of bullying her. What he's saying is that other people are doing that. But he is doing it actively. In this video, he is bullying Anissa. And in other videos, he's literally bullied and made fun of her dad who has Alzheimer's.
With a late-stage dementia patient who is a extreme...
Ah, yes. The privileged position of his mother-in-law ''s basement.
Thank you for that.
Alzheimer's.
With a late-stage dementia patient who is a extremist Muslim, and he sees his daughter covered in tattoos, married to iDubbbz the cuck, and he just freaks the f out. iDubbbz is having to take him on walks through the neighborhood, talk to this demented guy.
So this is something that he's very familiar with. But for some reason, in the...
I thought we didn't shame fat people. What would Vrogan think? Also, Twitch, do you want someone on your platform that shames overweight people SMH?
Thank you for that, Tunster. Yeah, I mean, is PPP even really making fun of her dad in that clip? Or is he just... it sounds like he's making fun more of her. Because she has all these videos where she's talking about how she used to be like in a hardcore Muslim family. And yet she lives a promiscuous lifestyle. You know, she's on OnlyFans sharing her naked body and she has all these tattoos all over her. Isn't that something that would piss off your religiously devout Muslim family? I mean, is he even really making fun of the dad there?
How are you bullying somebody who has no idea you're doing it? Is Anissa showing her demented dad PPP clips?
Well, it's like, he doesn't even play a clip where, I guess, when the part where he says, like, her demented father or something like that. But I mean, I don't know. It's just like, is that, I mean, it's just true though, right? I don't know.
So this is something that he's very familiar with. But for some reason, in this moment, he refuses to take any ownership of the fact that he is part of the problem.
I thought they were unbothered.
Thank you for that.
Like, that's what people are going to do because they want to get a reaction out of you. So that's why they do it. And you're telling them that it affects you.
He doesn't want to admit it. And it makes you...
It seems like you're just making more fun of the fact that they react to Kiwi Farms and people like that talking shit about her for oversharing information about herself to the world.
It makes you wonder why. And we get a little window into that at the end of the clip.
This is how the internet works. It shouldn't be, but that's how it is.
He says in this moment, it shouldn't be. Why the fuck do you think he says it shouldn't be? Could that be because it's wrong and it's a mean, evil thing to do? To acknowledge that someone is suffering and deciding that you are going to attack them online continuously for the thing that they are, you know, either insecure or struggling with?
I mean, to some extent, though, you have to take responsibility for the fact that when you overshare stuff like this, especially when you have a community of people that consistently cover you, you should probably stop doing that, right? I mean, it's just good advice. He's saying that PPP and Andy perpetuate the problem by talking about their overreactions. But at the same time, compared to a lot of other people that just might sit there and be like, ha ha ha, lol, or whatever, he's still giving you decent advice on how to curb the problem, right? So it's like, honestly, compared to like a lot of the other coverage, at least in that clip you show a PPP, he's giving you some level of advice. Maybe you don't want to hear from him, but I mean, what are we doing here?
It's plain as day that he's part of the problem, but he fucking refuses, like a coward does, to take any responsibility for him being part of the problem. I don't think a lot of these commentary channels want to be held to a higher standard. I think they want to comment on the strategy of things, and they don't want to reveal too much of their own morals or principles. This next guy is the perfect example of what I'm describing. He is being very critical of me talking to a therapist. And by the way, that wasn't even a therapy session. I just happened to cry in that moment, and I was like, this might be able to communicate authenticity.
Come on, dude. Who told you that? Anissa? Who in their right mind told you that crying on camera would really demonstrate your authenticity? What?
So I'll include it.
And then Ian goes on a podcast with a therapist and gets extremely real with him, which is a profoundly stupid idea. Like eating with your mouth full on camera. He of all people should know better than to go on a therapist's podcast and vent about his very real problems on a public forum like that.
I mean, don't we know? Yeah, emotional dumping ground. This is the same guy that criticized Ethan Klein for turning his podcast into an emotional dumping ground, which, to be fair, I kind of agree with him on that. But then he does the same. His whole channel is an emotional dumping ground. Content Cop Ethan Klein was an emotional video. It was him responding to Ethan Klein directly, personally. So it's like, what are we doing here?
Because people will use that information against him, like this.
This same person live streamed his own therapy session where he actually cried.
If you're going to be a hater-ass bitch, take it the full way. Take responsibility for having the opinion that crying online is pathetic and weak. Don't say, I am the enlightened centrist, and other people are going to make fun of you for that.
Because people will use that information against him.
People will use the information against me? Who's people? I'm pretty sure you're people. You're the one who's playing this fucking clip. You're the one who's making this video called the most...
Is he gonna cry right now?
Guys, did you know that PPP makes fun of people and is very mean?
Yeah.
Did you know that a certain German painter didn't like Jewish people? Whoa.
Yeah, it's also like the point, like, what is he exposing? PPP, did you know that you perpetuate negativity against me and people that are suffering? Yeah. That's their whole show.
The one who's playing this fucking clip. You're the one who's making
their whole show. Kino Casino is a rotation of Lolcows that they cover and make fun of and laugh at.
This video.
At least in his coverage, he's still able to somewhat give you advice. I mean, obviously he's not giving the advice out of the kindness of his own heart because he cares about you. But he is at least still saying like, hey bro, if you don't like this, don't give people information that they can use against you. The internet is not your emotional dumping ground. Kind of like what you said to Ethan Klein, right?
Crying over PPP and some guy in an Olive Garden being mean to him. Why did he think this is
Yeah,
a
what
good
is he
idea?
exposing here? Guys, the Kino Casino is very mean. It's a very mean show. Damn! I thought they were looking out for you, bro. Shit! They're being mean to you? Oh, okay.
Video called the most toxic wife. I don't know why these
Wait, what?
people. I'm pretty sure you're people. You're the one who's playing this fucking clip. You're the one who's making this video called the most toxic wife. I don't know why these fucking pussies don't accept the full troll mask. They're acting as if being sincere is impossible to do online. It's not impossible. It's difficult in the situation that Anissa and I are in.
And then he shows these other people crying, like Joe Rogan or whatever. Like, why don't you guys go after these people instead? Do you guys really... Joe Rogan is one of the most hated people online right now. You know? I mean, have you guys seen the elephant graveyard videos on Joe Rogan? They're brutal. Joe Rogan is hated. There's a whole industry of people that cover comedians and cover every time they sound stupid, emotional, pathetic. You know, like, iDubbbz acts like this doesn't happen to all those other people that he showed. It does.
But we're making that choice intentionally. So you making this bold claim that we are, like, unaware what happens when Anissa talks about her dad who has Alzheimer's or me crying.
What is the point of even sharing that information online? It's like iDubbbz acts like I'm allowed to share whatever I want about myself and you guys can't discuss it or comment on it. I'm allowed to do this. You guys can't talk about it. Why? Why are you trying to like establish these arbitrary rules that just don't exist and then getting mad when people break your own rules? If you don't want to do stuff like that, that's fine. Just don't do it yourself. Don't go on your own show and make fun of Ethan Klein, for instance, when CBS gets called to his house. I mean, I realize it sounds like I'm doing a lot of Ethan Klein gun guarding right now, but it's like this is the guy that did the Ethan Klein is a pussy video. This is the guy that did the Ethan Klein is stupid for sharing his emotions. Ethan Klein is stupid for going live the next day and reacting to the CBS call when he should have just taken a few days off and come back when he's more level-headed. That's true. But you're the last person to be giving this advice yourself. You know?
Like, we're very aware that that is going to be viewed as gay.
Ian is the butt crusher of his old friend group. Overly emotional and generally pathetic.
Yeah.
Crying. Like, we're very aware that that is going to be viewed as gay and be made fun of by people like you.
Okay, you're aware that it's going to happen, but you're still going to react to it and respond to it at the same time? Why? You're like, I know what's going on here. I know how the internet works, guys, but I'm going to get mad at how the internet works.
Now I'm going to react to a couple of these random creators who have made videos or statements about Anissa and I, just to give you a taste of what an average is.
Bro, why does it literally look like he just cried before he started recording this segment? Why does his face look so wet? His face, like, what the fuck is going on here?
And additionally, like in making some of those videos, it just attracts a certain type of person where they're like, I'm going to list off a bunch of people I consider lolcows or people who are mentally like disabled. And I'm going to tell you to make fucking documentaries about them. And then in that case, like, I'm not fucking doing that. You seeing that happen right now with World of T-shirts. There's a lot of people who think they're like doing it responsibly or respectfully. And it's just hell. It's just like, what the f is any of this shit?
Bro, what is going on? Anissa legitimately convinced him his entire being as a person is bad.
Did I once say my entire being is bad? You're allowed to be critical of yourself and the content you're making. You would benefit from being a little critical of the content you're making. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, actually comment on what I was talking about. Do you agree or disagree with a statement that you should be making videos and documentaries about people who are mentally disabled because you are encouraged by your fan base to do so? Do you agree with that? Maybe engage with the prompt.
I mean, it's just such a stupid question to even engage with, right? Like, what is he saying? You're not allowed to cover people when they're at their lowest? You're not allowed to criticize people that make a fool of themselves because that's mean? I mean, what is the point to even engage with there, right? He's just seething, yeah.
Do you agree with that? Maybe engage with the prompt.
And fellas, and even fellettes, all right? Never, just listen up, all right? Never let your partner actually change you this much. Never let them convince you that you are so bad as a person, like everything you do, the way you act, everything you believe is bad, and you must agree to their way of life, everything they do. Obviously,
why do you think that she thinks everything I do is bad? I'm like, man, these people have fucking drank the Kool-Aid to a disgusting degree.
Obviously, if there's legitimate criticism taken into account or whatever, but this is legitimately tragic. He cannot be proud of a single thing he's ever done in his entire life. He just feels guilty about all of it because of Anissa.
Dude, I'm proud of plenty of things. I'm not just going to go on stream and declare it. Like, what do you, like, it's...
What are you proud of, though? You made a whole video disavowing your older set of content, saying that it was bad, it was mean, it was pathetic. You apologized to everyone you ever made a content cop over. You know? Okay, since you're saying now you don't disavow everything you've ever made, what is the content that you have made that you are proud of? Because you made a video like a couple years ago saying, like, I was a complete fucking asshole, I had no empathy. You made a video explaining that you had no empathy up until recently for, like, black people or something like that, right?
Clean, he didn't mention how he turned a charity event into a catastrophe.
Yeah, true. He didn't mention that. Like, what is he proud of? Because he spent the last, like, 2 years telling us that everything he did was built off of a disgusting culture of negativity.
I'm not just going to go on stream and declare it. Like, what do you, like, it's so boring. Like, I don't want to talk about how proud I am of making the Airsoft Fatty documentary.
He looks and sounds like Flam. Beyond thin skin.
Ha! Thank you for that, Townster.
Why do they think Anissa says everything I like is bad? You literally said that you stopped liking Radiohead after Anissa said they had Zionist.
Oh my god, I forgot that clip, dude. Yeah, he stops listening to certain music because they're like a Zionist supporting band. Like, he tells us these things, right? He tells us, Anissa told me that this is bad music to listen to, so I obeyed. But then he gets surprised and people, like, infer that, oh, wow, seems like she has a lot of influence over you if she can convince you to stop listening to certain fucking music that could be bad. But then he's like, you guys think she dictates what I like? I mean, you told us that. Maybe she doesn't dictate everything, but nobody's saying that. This video is just so stupid.
Like, do you guys really need me to fucking bloviate about how I really enjoyed following the narrative structure of a fatty battling with his friends in Battle Creek?
It was my opinion that some of your content in the past was actually good before. It was actually logical. You made some good points. You don't need to feel so bad about every single thing. You know, maybe you did some bad shit. You said some slurs. That shit was bad, whatever.
Dude, I know. I just, this is so frustrating. I just want to say, like, a lot of the things that I'm going to talk about are going to be upsetting, or they're going to be a downer to you because that's interesting.
This video sucks ass.
He can't even refer to Chris by his name here. He calls him a fatty BC. He hates him and doesn't acknowledge never paying him for his CC anthem.
Is he talking about, is Chris like a Airsoft fatty?
I don't know if it's because I have a higher threshold. It kind of feels like I do, right? A lot of the things that these commentators are commenting on is they're saying, like, oh my gosh, that would crush me, basically, if my wife described me in that way or said that about me. And it's like, okay, it would hurt you. You're feeling bad.
Okay.
Through me.
This is just total cope. What the fuck?
Airsoft Fatty Doc was just a 40-minute justification for forcing Fatty into a dud fight. Why would empathetic Ian be proud of that?
Thank you for that. I don't know any of the Airsoft Fatty. I never watched that shit. But yeah. I mean, this is just complete cope. It's like, you would be crushed if your wife humiliated you every single day on your show. I'm not. Okay. So why are you projecting your own insecurities onto me? He's trying to spin it around on everybody else. Just delusional.
In that way or said that about me. And it's like, okay, it would hurt you. You're feeling.
It would hurt you if you got pegged, not me. I like it. Okay, that's weird. Most people wouldn't like that.
Bad through me. You think that I'm feeling those same feelings that you're feeling. I'm not.
Of like good shit to your content as well. You're legitimately, fighting against like evil people and shit like that.
Because I'm sensing this guy is being his own version of sincere, because I honestly think I don't know how old this guy is, but I'm going to say a teenager.
Pegasus? Bro. He just blew Pegasus the fuck out. This little teenager. Dude's just like mid-20s. What the fuck?
Tough like a high-quality doormat.
Thank you for that.
Teenage commentary YouTuber. I'm going to say that their version of sincere is going to look very different than mine. I'll take what I can get right now from this guy. When I'm giving my actual authentic take about something, you don't need to put the blame on my wife. You don't need to say that she's controlling me. This is very off base. People who are in relationships, they communicate, they talk. This is just the reality of getting in a relationship and becoming more.
Wait, so you're just confirming what they're saying though? You're saying like, how dare the whole internet say that Anissa controls me? I'm in a relationship and we talk. So you've had conversations with your wife about how you conduct yourself online, and I guess she reprimanded you and said that your whole worldview was shit and you should listen to her instead, and you're doing that now. So that's exactly what happened. You're describing precisely what people are saying, which is that your wife has like a strong degree of control over your actions and how you act. But that's a normal and positive and healthy thing for people that are in relationships to do. So you're just saying what people are saying is happening, but that it's good. Not that it's not happening. I mean, he just confirms it right there.
Enmeshed. Like it happens. If we eventually have a kid together, like it's very important that we're on the same page and that we communicate.
But you're not on the same page. She has her beliefs and you self-admittedly are not confident in how you conduct yourself, so you just fall to what she thinks you should be, which is not healthy. That's not a healthy relationship. Obviously, you talk with your wife and you want to be on the same page as her, but like you don't want to conform yourself to her twisted version of what she wants you to be. You should be yourself. And if she's not confident with you being yourself, then it's just not a good relationship. Like, what the fuck?
I know it might feel like you have some outsider insight, but it is just very wrong. I feel very free to speak.
He's gonna shit on Tecton. I fucking hate Tecton, dude. Is this gonna be like a rare iDubbbz W?
Speak my truth. Yeah, I agree, Bri.
Do you want to know why this shit makes me so mad? Because there was a point in time back in OnlyFans season 1 where I was like, dude, iDubbbz is the fucking man. Such a chill guy. So down to earth. Loved meeting him in real life. Loved playing games with him. This guy was the fucking man.
I think Tecton is remembering this in a kind of a weird way. It seems like he's very nostalgic and happy about it. He's being very over the top of how epic I was. But by this time, everyone had like decided that Anissa controls my life and that I'm a beta male soy cuck boy. So it actually is very funny that he's coming out now saying like, man, he was the man just 2 years ago. It's like, dude, the fucking cat was out of the bag 2 years ago. Also, it's weird because I didn't play games with him other than we were in the same guild. I don't know. I think he's just trying to add on to this narrative that the internet likes of, man, he used to be so awesome. He was so cool. And then he fucking got corrupted by that fucking bitch.
He was one of my favorite content creators of all.
I mean, was that even responding to anything though? Like, obviously, Tecton fucking stinks, dude. I fucking hate Tecton. Anything Tecton says, I will probably be against it. Even if Tecton could say like the most based shit in the world, I'm just gonna be like, fuck this guy. He stinks. So like, he's probably lying about the games part. He's like hamming it up and trying to. Anything Tecton does is for attention, by the way. Tecton is one of the biggest attention whores of all time. He's constantly sympathy baiting on Twitter. He's constantly trying to insert himself into the narrative, into conversations. He can't just sit there and make a stream where he's like, iDubbbz sucks. He has to be like, me and Ann, we used to play video games together, and he was really cool until I personally noticed with my own eyes, through my own experience with them, that he sucked. It's like, he's probably full of shit there. I agree with Ann. But at the same time, the point that he's making, which is that you used to be like a certain way, and now you're the complete opposite, that is still true. So, yeah.
All time. And to see that this is what he became. I mean, this guy inspired me to do content. Like, my breakdowns on people's entire character was inspired by iDubbbz. And it's so lame. Like, to see what one woman's pussy and Hassan can do to him.
Didn't Tecton, like, he got accused of rape by some girl, and now he's like literally, it's like documented in like legal documents that he's like now afraid to have sex with another woman again. Like, Tecton is like the last guy who can sit there and say like, a woman changed iDubbbz, go fuck himself or whatever, right? Isn't he literally legally documented to be afraid of pussy? Like, because some girl like accused him of some shit, which he probably did.
Motherfucker is insane to me. And if he just would have remained true to himself, he wouldn't have ended up this husk of a man he is today, and probably would have way more viewers and wouldn't having to be making
Tecton is a husk of a man, dude. He is like constantly emotionally crying on Twitter. He's like posting tweets on Twitter being like, some stalker cut my internet cable and I can't stream today, or something like that. He got swatted, and he puts up this obnoxious tweet where he's just like, haha, just got swatted today, blah, 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 publicizing his own swatting. Yeah, I mean, if iDubbbz gonna shun this guy, it's gonna be hard for me to
Maxwell has become a channel member.
to join him with Tecton. Thank you, Maxwell.
He hates for money. It's just
this is such fucking cope, man. Like, hearing Tecton say it, it's just like, it's reminding me how many times I've heard this fucking script. These people cannot fathom that the based epic N-word guy has changed his mind over time. It's got to be a woman's pussy or Hassan. I think if they...
Okay, dude. But you aren't... It's not about you saying the N-word. That's what he always conflates it to, and that's what his stupid-ass fans always conflate it to. They're always like, oh, like, people are mad that iDubbbz doesn't sling slurs around anymore. No. They're mad that iDubbbz has no confidence, isn't fun anymore, doesn't make engaging content, will just sit there and explain to you in this boring, monotone, depressive way about how he thinks the world should work when he has no understanding or comprehension of fucking how anything works. He's constantly moralizing to you and lecturing to you how you should feel. And it's just, the main thing is, he's not funny anymore. That's it. It's not that he doesn't say slurs anymore. iDubbbz barely ever said slurs anyway. You know, people act like iDubbbz was just making videos on black people, just calling them ins. And that's the content that he was making, and that's the content that we loved. He never did that. iDubbbz, I would almost go so far to say, like, iDubbbz wasn't even really that edgy. If you consider, like, edgy just some guy that's just okay with saying a slur within context, as, like, he was a really edgy guy, I don't think he was that edgy, at least by my basis. Now, maybe I'm just too rotted. Like, maybe my mentality, like, what's edgy or not is, like, way further out to... you know, compared to how most people perceive like edginess or edgy content. But iDubbbz wasn't that edgy. There's plenty of people on the internet that were way edgier than him. But iDubbbz was funny and he was confident. And he has none of those things in his videos anymore. And everybody notices it and people call it out. Listen to his tone. Like, compare this video to like an old iDubbbz video. Like just let me play this for a second, right? Just go to like when he's talking shit about Keemstar.
Off and we hashed it out. It's no longer news. It's no longer going to become news because I deemed it not news. If it was someone I disliked, guess what? That's news. On his Twitter, he will constantly allude to people being guilty or innocent or not guilty, depending on whether they go onto his show or not. Keemstar, I know you're very fucking slow. I said allude. Your hand is fucking shaking right now because you really want to do a Twitter video and say,
dude, you got to think about this.
It's like a completely different style of video.
You picked the most hyperbolic, obviously not serious points from Kino Casino and just pretended that's all the criticisms. Notice how coverage from you or Fatty isn't brought up a single time.
Does he not include Nick Dior in this whole video? Honestly, I feel like the reason why he didn't include Nick was because Nick was so publicly excited at being included in this video. So out of spite, he probably was like, I'm not gonna include that guy or whatever. And me, it's like, dude, I'm not relevant, dude. It's like, I've barely been in the scene for the last like 3 or 4 years. So I would be shocked if he were to ever like even know who I am or play any of my content. You know what I mean? So, but it is true. In that donation, he only picks arguments that nobody has ever made, or the weakest arguments, or from people like Tecton, who can just be easily dismissed as some just stupid attention whore, right?
Except that I came to that decision on my own. They have to reckon with some demons of their own. Like, it's hard to accept the fact that I've taken this journey, and it's not one I regret. It's actually one that I've felt better after doing.
And Tecton is right. This guy is such a disappointment. Like, iDubbbz calling people incels when the first woman he met literally destroyed, like, took over his life and destroyed him, dude.
I don't know if this is your own theory or if it's just, like, implanted in your brain from all the other hate videos, but Anissa is not the first person or not the first woman I've met. I've met plenty of other women.
Wow. Bruh. Dude.
MadMex has become a channel member. MadMex celebrates 2 months of membership. Lot of projection from iDubbbz.
Yeah, thank you for that.
She's certainly not the first woman I've dated, and certainly not the first woman I've had sex with.
Wow.
But I will admit that she's the first woman I married.
I'm blown the fuck out. I'm glad he clarified that. What?
Also, there are a lot of grown men out there who were outraged to find out that I changed my last name from Washburn to Jama.
Oh my god, he's gonna respond to the last name point? Bruh.
When I married Anissa.
Who took his wife's last name, taking Anissa's last name, taking your wife's last
There's no defense for this. If you take your wife's last name, you were soy. I mean, come on now.
name.
He's taken her last name.
His last name?
The last name, the story. Okay. Oh, yeah, there's so many. I forgot.
I think some of these people think I'm trying to push a woke agenda or some shit, but I don't give a fuck what anyone does with their own last names. This is what I chose to do because I like her last name better.
What was the point of that? Like that was it? That's the segment. 30 seconds. I just don't give a fuck about my last name and I like hers better. Okay. Like what? Dude, all of human history, people have kept, if you're a guy and you get married, the wife changes the last name, okay? You choosing not to do that is soy. I'm sorry, dude. But like, that's just pathetic. I mean, come on now.
When my rancid boxing coach and his wife decided to go on the H3 podcast as like this mutual exchange of talking shit about Anissa and I in exchange for $5,000, that was sort of under the premise that I owed them some sort of bonus money.
Yeah, I mean, like, we were also promised a bonus on CC1 and we never got it. But because Michael is so nice, he didn't want to like make Ian feel uncomfortable and ask Ian and Anissa about it.
And I was always under the assumption that there was no bonus because even though he told me there was a bonus, he then disappeared for 6 months and I never saw him. So I was like, was there a bonus or was there not a bonus?
There was never a bonus. I never spoke to these losers about a bonus. I was paying these people an hourly rate to do the job that I asked for them to do, and they got paid. This fucking loser with the beard got paid $32,000 for training an influencer to box, and she got paid $9,000 to film some of it. They conveniently never talked to either one of us about it.
You confronted about that? You asked them, or you didn't want to?
No, I just let it be.
Because I'm the same.
They conveniently don't have any text messages or emails or contracts that have anything to do with bonus money because that conversation didn't happen. They are lying to Ethan and his crew, and they're lying to the audience.
How is it that we put on this great event? We raised $1.3 million for charity, and he promised us a bonus. And then right after the event, he just kind of pretend like...
Okay, I mean, if they're saying that they were promised a bonus and they never got it and they never confronted him about it, and he's saying that that didn't happen, I mean, the onus is on them to prove that they were promised a bonus. Because if not, you know, I mean, that's...
He says about the child marriage survivor.
Thank you for that, $5. Yeah, I mean, if they said that there's a bonus and they have no evidence for that and he's denying it, it's kind of up to them to prove that there was a bonus. So, I mean, I don't know.
He's too busy to check in with us.
Too busy to check in with you? I don't need to fucking check in with you. You're not my parents. But like, what the fuck are you talking about? You weren't promised a bonus. I was doing my own shit.
Now, if they have evidence that they were promised a bonus and they never got it, well, then there you go. But if they can't provide that evidence, then unfortunately, I mean, this point just goes to Ian until proven otherwise.
Why the fuck would I want to?
So it took us like 21 minutes and we got like a decent point here. All right. 21 minutes and we got, what is that? One good point? One decent point?
Spend my time with you when I'm filming a show with Dax Flame. You guys are fucking losers.
You confronted about that? You asked them, or you didn't want to?
No, I just let it be.
Because I'm the same.
If it was promised to you, if this imaginary bonus was promised to you, that should give you a lot of confidence to at least say, bonus? That's potentially a lot of money for you, you know, in this fictional scenario where you were promised a bonus. Surely it makes sense to at least inquire if it was promised to you, right? Because I'd been consistently paying you day after day for all the work you were doing. So if I never missed a payment for you and your wife and a bonus was promised at some point, then don't you think it would be pretty fucking apparent that you should text me, hey, what about that bonus? Of course, but there was no bonus because you're fucking lying. Like, fuck these crooked people. They came on this podcast, they used this bonus thing as some sort of like weird exchange of...
It's awkward to harp on a bonus when you assume it's all for charity.
Thank you for that, 5. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I didn't watch the stream, so I don't know. I mean, Ian could be lying here. Maybe he said in person, like verbally, it was a bonus, or over the phone and they just weren't taping him or some shit. It's a little bit of a weird point. But yeah, dude, it's so funny how hard he sees at them.
Like, yeah, we can't go on the podcast and just talk blatant shit about our clients. So what we're...
Open the CC3 books ASAP.
Thank you for that.
Instead going to do is pretend like we were stiffed by our clients after they promised us a windfall of cash. There's so many other truthful things that they could have focused on the podcast that would have made me look like a bitch to a certain, you know, sector of the internet. One of those things being me crying after a tough sparring session. Like, that's truthful.
Did you say he cried?
Oh, we had to have a meeting.
So after that, so he was crying at the gym.
It's okay to cry, but it's not okay for him to cry. Now, to the crew of the H3 podcast, I have something important to say. I think you are all pieces of shit.
Wow.
All right, everyone, that is going...
That's it? I thought he was going to go into a whole rant or something about... He was going to, like, lay into all of them individually, but no. He's like, by the way, you guys are pieces of shit. Next point. Okay.
I have something important to say. I think you are all pieces of shit. All right, everyone.
Just no delivery. Like, amazing.
And that is going to do it for this episode of iDubbbz Complains. If you want to hear...
Every video, by the way, is iDubbbz Complains. Has he made a video in the last, like, year that's not an episode of iDubbbz Complains? What is iDubbbz Complains? It should be iDubbbz Seethes.
Me complaining live in your ears, particularly today. If you're watching this video the day it comes out, go and check out my Twitch live stream. I'll put a link in the description.
Oh.
I am going to be, reacting to the H3 podcast where my rat coach and his rat wife are being nasty rats together. So go give it a watch, give it a listen. And I'll, you know, probably for the rest of this month, I will be reacting to shit and, I don't know, fucking stirring the pot. So.
Wow. So by the way, right now, if you guys don't know, Twitch does a thing every September of every year called Subtember, where subscriptions are 30% off. So for the rest of this month, he's going to be reacting to people talking loads of shit about him, probably to get his subscribers up, because when he reacts to stuff, people talk about him, obviously he gets more than 100 viewers, which is what he gets normally. So he's so desperate for money, so desperate for cash, he's going to subject himself to daily torture streams of himself watching people talk shit about him and seething about it for a whole month. I mean, yes, this is the content that we wanted. Thank you, iDubbbz, for finally making watchable content. We appreciate it. That's crazy.
He didn't even mention them asking for the help passing the anti-child marriage legislation.
Yeah, I mean, apparently, like, the whole podcast, like, the wife was on there to talk about how she was, like, a victim of child trafficking and stuff like that, and it was like a fundraiser for herself there or whatever. I mean, I don't know what he's supposed to say about that, and I also don't think he's not allowed to talk shit about them just because she talked about that on the show, to be fair. It's kind of like the Ethan CPS Skulls meme or whatever, right? It's like, oh, you can't talk shit about Ethan Klein because Skulls got sent to his house. I mean, he's allowed to respond. They talked loads of shit, especially the wife. They talked loads of shit about him, so he's allowed to respond, right? And I don't know if necessarily, I mean, what is he supposed to do there? And just be like, by the way, this sucks? I mean, I don't think that's necessarily fair, but yeah.
Who would do a long run of torture streams for cash? Disgusting behavior, SMH.
Thank you for that, Adderall dependent, $10. Well, let's see how this video finishes off, and then we're going to check out his Twitch stream and see him reacting live to their expose on him.
Oh, thank you for watching, everyone. Bye.
Wow. Amazing edit there. Awesome. We got Rock of Ages in the next to watch there. Okay. Well, that was cool. How is this video doing in the last hour? 43K in the last 3 hours. 43K views.
I don't know if this...
Let's check out the comments on this video. This channel has become an emotional dumping ground. He's chairless. He's bald. He's broke. He's coping. He's sneezing. He's feeding the trolls. Whoa, buddy. They're posting Kino Casino memes on his channel. Calling the ex-child bride survivor you refuse to support, and even the laziest ways dumb as rocks. You truly have learned empathy, Ian. I mean, that is true, I guess. June the King, how do we end up here? Remember, guys, there were leaked text messages of Ian begging Mike and his wife not to go on the H3 show. Oh, yeah. I think I have that pulled up here. So when H3 announced that he was going to be bringing on iDubbbz' former boxing coach to do an expose on them, he nervously texted the coach and said, "Hey, Michael, not sure if this is clickbait or not, but saw your face on the H3 podcast thumbnail. Let me know if it's real and if you want to talk. I'm hoping it's just some clickbait because I'd be happy to talk if you had unresolved feelings about me and Anissa." So he frantically texted them, and instead of responding to him, they just dumped it to Ethan, and he showed it on the air and made fun of him. Truly pathetic stuff. I mean, that is just wow. What else do we got here? Thanks for all the free content. PPP, get on this shit. Imagine if he said, "I'm gay," and the video ended. He's getting bullied. He's a victim. He's felted. Suffer, Ian. They're posting Suffer. They're posting Ethan Ralph jokes in his comment section. This whole comment section is Kino Casino fan. Where are his own fans? He has 7 million people subbed to this channel. iDubbbz is a YouTube legend. None of his fan base is present for this video. It's all Kino Casino. Kino Casino is a bigger show than iDubbbz now. That's crazy. That is wild. Hey, honey, the new iDubbbz emotional dumping video dropped. To the crew, you were all pieces of shit. Very stoic and not emotional at all. Yeah, that's a stoic thing to say. This whole video came out very stoic-like, didn't it? The levels of cope are inconceivable. Says he's stoic, acts emotional the whole video. He's coping, he's seething, he's felted. Whoa, buddy. If he's coming clean, why does he still look like that? He's felted, he's broke, he's lobotomized. And it's time to change your diaper. Yes, addressing the trolls always works. PPP is funny as hell. He removed Dad's comment. That's Dad commented on this video? Wow. Okay. So they're all just making fun of him. Not like there's barely any comment. He used to have fans in these videos. Like his original video where he apologized to everybody. He was like, I used to be a piece of shit. I used to make bad content. You actually had a lot of people in there that were like, yes, like a lot of like leftists or whatever that were in there being like, yes, iDubbbz has changed. He's great now and stuff like that, right? All of those people are gone because they got bored.